people are now asking what the difference is between a 2J and a 1J. Well, today we have one of each to have a look at them. Here is a 1J. It is a manual one with a 5-speed gearbox. It's an R154. I'll have a quick look at the engine bay. Pretty standard. It does indeed have an intercooler, which is a little bit drunk. Apart from that, it is running stock power. It's around the 320 mark, which isn't too bad. Over here we have a 2J. It is also a manual. This one is a 6-speed manual. And this one's running about 400 brake. So a little bit more than the 1J, but not a lot. Again, the engine is pretty standard. And the bonnet doesn't want to shut, so I'll sort that out in a bit. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take both the cars out, see how they compare, see what the differences are like, how they handle, how they put the power down. So we will do the 2J first. Okay, so we're taking the 2J out first. The clutch is really heavy. I don't like it. Pulling off a bit of a nightmare. But it is an aftermarket clutch. It's a twin plate. I'm not very good in traffic. So we're going to take it up around Goodwood, see how the power comes on, see how it feels. It's a little bit wet, but we'll see what happens.
A bit rattly in the old clutch, isn't it?
Yeah, it's character building. Wheels are spinning a little bit wet for this type of car. Obviously there's a turbo kicking one after the other, so you get quite a lot of low down torque and power in here.
Don't crash.
Do my best. Probably not the best road for Supra either, I'm thinking about it, but...
A bit bumpy. We've just stopped the GoPro. Sorry, the GoPro's just falling off the window.
He has one job and he's failed at that, I do apologise. Well, I'm not sure if you can even see me now or not, but we'll see what happens.
I think you can. It's quite a wide angle.
Yeah.
That's the power of the 2J.
There you go.
He knocks the GoPro off.
We have the verdicts ready. The other big difference between the two cars is you're probably looking about £18,000 for one of these now, for a genuine TT manual Supra. Whereas a 1J you can probably build with that for about what, 7,000?
Yeah, my whole setup, 1J, downpipe, loom, ECU, igniter pack, intercooler, I think I paid about £1,100 for everything. So, and then it is a direct fit, but it's literally the wiring is the issue. So you need a good electrician.
Yeah, but now we know how we've done that.
Yeah,
we can probably do another one without too much issue.
So yeah.
So probably less than half the price, you can still have a manual Supra with a fair amount of power.
Yeah, I mean, buy a manual Supra. You can use the W58 on the 1J.
Yeah,
so
you've got to be careful, haven't you, with the power.
Yeah, you can have a twin turbo 1J setup for the same price fitted as you would pay £3,000 plus for just a 2J engine. So I think it's a good way to go. Then yours is an aerotop.
There is that.
So it's more of a 24k car.
Yeah, it has been converted. You couldn't get a manual aerotop in Japan. They only released them in America. I don't know why. But obviously this was an auto. We've had it converted. There's not a cheap conversion anymore. These manual boxes for the full conversion, you're probably looking at about £5,000, maybe a little bit more. Whereas your R154 was
£1,250 from Jack West Mods,
and they can still handle good power. So
yeah,
And the other advantage is you're going to actually get these R154 rebuilt and fixed in England, where one of these you've got to send it to America.
Yeah, they're still limited on parts though as well, aren't they, I think?
Yeah, so I'm not sure which way I would go if I had the choice again. We are now going 20 miles per hour because we're stuck behind a load of cyclists. The test drive isn't going very well at the moment. It is our first video, so do bear with us, we will get better.
Yeah, we just know everyone wants to see the difference between a 1J and a 2J.
Ideally more than 20 miles per hour, but the gearbox does feel quite tight on this. You've got the 6 gears. It's just a clutch, it's not good. If you turn around here maybe, and what we'll do is we'll put the mic in the engine bay a bit, so you can really hear the noise of what 2J does. It is really wet and it is really cold today.
I think it'll probably pick that up.
Right?
I think it'll pick up the old engine sounds there, you know. I'd be quite surprised.
Yeah. In fact, there's still a little bit of snow out there, so you get an idea of, or a cheap idea of driving Supras in this weather.
Yeah, they're not winter cars.
No.
No way.
But you really do feel that power low down with the first turbo coming on quite low. Where obviously the 1J, the turbo is kicking at the same time, so that'll be interesting to compare the two.
Yeah, and I've got pretty bad tyres in my car, so it's not a lot of grip.
So that'll give me a lot of fun driving that car, not even my car. Well, we're pretty poor over. We'll put the mic in the engine bay, so you can have a listen to the engine and hear the turbos, and we'll do the same when we get into the 1J.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're now in the 1J, and this clutch is a little bit different. My foot's just gone straight to the floor. It feels soft. I'm going to take quite a while to get used to this. It's lighter than my Ford Mondeo.
But it is a sick part clutch.
Yeah, if you want a stock feeling clutch and you don't want your leg hurting by the end of the day, this is the way to go. But the power steering is not quite as light.
It don't work properly.
It doesn't work.
That's the problem.
So yeah,
A few niggly bits to sort out in this.
in a work in progress. The engine does have a higher tone to it than the 2J.
Yeah.
And the exhaust is quite loud. It's so light! Yes, immediately you feel there's less power low down, and it starts to build up around 4K. And both of the turbos kicking at the same time on this car. The gearbox does feel tighter than the 6-speed. I think it's a short shift, isn't it? Or
Yeah, it's got a short shift on it. R154 with a short shift kit.
yeah, so this car's still running around the 350 brake horsepower, and it's costing £7,000. So less than half the price of a 2J.
Well, I think it is BPU, to be honest, isn't it now?
Yeah, so
1 bar BPU is about, I don't know, I would say about 380 is what I've been told.
look at doing a dyno day one day and hopefully getting a lot of cars down there so we can compare the results and everything.
Well, I think it's a good way to go with the 1J.
Yeah, especially if you've got a budget but you really want a manual Supra. The value of money is terrific.
Yeah, I'm not that keen on NATs. I mean, I think they cost an NAT proper build costs more than it does buying a 1J and just getting it put in the car.
Yeah, and out of the box you've got your 400 brake here.
Yeah.
And you come back a single on it. And you've got a lot more room you can add power to down the line. The clutch is just too light. But it does sound pretty good. Yeah. It does sound really different compared to the 2J.
Yeah, it sounds totally different.
The engine's a lot more lively as well. So again, what we'll do, we'll put the mic in the engine bay so you can hear the difference between the two. Turbine as much in here, can
no,
you?
You can't. The 2J, you hear it whine constant. You don't really hear this. You do hear it whine, but it's not as loud as the 2J.
Considering they're similar engine, I'm quite surprised how different they do sound.
It's just the exhaust note and everything changes. They're totally different sound. But yeah, I know there's a lot of things people say. Fitting the 1J and the R154, what prop to use and things like that. But nobody knows.
Well, that's the issue you had. People kept on telling you different things.
Yeah.
Kind of trial and error, buying several different props.
Yeah.
Seeing what works.
In the end, it was just a case of using the stock auto rear half of the prop and buying a Mark III R154 Supra front half, and it is literally bolt up. And my R154 is out of a JZX90, so yeah, it's a really good box.
Yeah, so for the engine and the gearbox, you've only really paid about 3 and a bit K.
Yeah, basically my whole setup it's cost what, say 3,500 max.
Yeah.
That is with an R154, a clutch and everything, engine, the lot. But then that's still, you can get this whole conversion done, 1J, TT and manual for the same price as you'll pay for just a 2J engine.
Yeah, I mean, so value of money, I would pick this every day, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, you get more value for money than you would on an NAT, to be honest. But my next step, I think I am going to go single, but I'm going to do the 1.5J. So the old 2J NA bottom end on it. I think I'll do.
And this gearbox, they're quite happy to handle 600-700 brake too.
Yeah. And you can get it rebuilt if they do go with a. You can get the old Merlin crawler, upgrade kit.
You can still buy them new, can't you?
Yeah.
That's another option.
Yeah, £2,700 R154 from Toyota direct with warranty, so it's not that bad, to be honest. Just I've got a few wiring issues.
Yeah, a couple of dials in front of it don't seem to be working, but it's okay.
The rev counter is not a bad fix though to get working. But my fuel works, but I am running NA stock fuel pump, so I do have a wall I've got to fit.
Yeah, so that will help too.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now, we're going to put the mic in the engine bay. So again, you can really hear the sound of the 1J. I can compare it to the 2J. We made a little video of them side by side, so you can really hear the difference between the two.
Yeah, do a video of them driving down the road, you can hear the difference.
Anything we need to here?
Yeah.
I think I need to a bit power steering out of it.
What we need is a track day, 1J versus 2J.
That would be good.
But yeah, the 1J does rev better than the 2J. I just have to put that in there. weird reason my car likes spinning its wheels and doesn't really grip, but it's probably down to bad tyres.
Yeah, tyres, I think it's still got the auto LA different here, which probably isn't the best to have anymore.
Yeah.
Or maybe look at a suspension at some point.
Yeah, but it does work how it is at the minute.
Yeah. And we've already solved the issue of the light falling down.
Yes.
And another question we've been asked a lot is, can you fit 2 fully grown men in the back of one of these? They do have rear seats, we don't really know why, but we're about to see if we can fit 2 people comfy in the back with the driver. I think we know the answer to that, but...
Yeah, no. That's why I've taken my seats out. They should
which
not...
you may be able to see, it's a bit of a mess back there.
You cannot. I don't know why they made them a 4-seater car.
No.
Unless you're going out with babies in the back.
Yeah, or you don't have legs, there's not much point to them. But we're going to try anyway. Yeah, so there you have it. A quick video of a 1J and a 2J. They both perform really well. The 2J does have a bit more power. You can tune the engine more on them. But for the price difference, I don't think it can be a 1J. I mean, £7,000, you've got a manual Supra, twin turbo, still a lot of fun. You can still tune the engines. So I think if you have the money, get a 2J. If you don't, I'll be more than happy with a 1J. Well, I hope you liked our little video here. If you did, please hit that subscribe button. Next week, we'll be looking at another car. We're going to be looking at an MR2 Turbo. It's completely stock, so that should be quite interesting. A very different car to this. So I hope to see you then.